Now, the NYPD said today that the terror suspect followed instructions from perhaps an ISIS playbook on carrying out the truck attack.
Police say that Saipov drove the truck down the bike path along West Street, mowing down cyclists along the way before crashing the truck. Now, all of this raises questions about what can be done to prevent this from happening again. Joining us now is Manny Gomez, a security and terrorism expert. Manny, we were talking about this quite a lot yesterday when we were covering this breaking news, and that is what can be done. These are public spaces. You want the public to have access to these spaces.
You want them to have access and be able to enjoy them, correct. But you also want them protected. So this is the new norm, unfortunately.
What are we talking, though? Barriers? Are we going to put up barriers all along the bike path?
No, but in the entrances where vehicles could enter these bike paths or other paths, that's where they, I believe, are suggesting to put these huge concrete eyesores. Let's be clear about it. They're not very elegant, but they are necessary to prevent a potential future attack, because this, unfortunately, is going to happen again. This is the preferred weapon of choice now for ISIS sympathizers and people that are inspired by ISIS, and it's easy to rent, steal, borrow, or use your own vehicle in order to commit these types of attacks.
You know, Manny, within the last hour, we've heard more information that perhaps this wasn't one man acting alone. Perhaps he had help. And it raises the question beyond the lone wolf. Was this inspired? Was it directed? What are investigators doing right now to sort of break through the investigation?
Well, obviously, the fact that they're looking for another person of interest and the fact that they have not announced that the case is closed tells us that there are other potential actors or sympathizers in this plot, or at least people that knew about it and should have came forward and presented their information to the authorities. So this case is going to continue till they close all the loose ends and they're satisfied that there's no other actors, conspirators, or people that did know and should have reported to the authorities.
Do you think they're getting a lot of information from the suspect himself?
Absolutely. From what I hear, he's actually very proud of himself. He's being very braggadocious about his acts. We have to keep in mind this is a person that thought he was going to die in committing this act. And so he's very, I guess, happy that he's alive, and he knows, obviously, that he's done for, and he's going to spend the rest of his time in jail. So he's being very braggadocious and coming forward with information, which is great, so that we could learn from that to hopefully create a profile and identify and prevent the future attack.
Piece together the puzzle as well.
Absolutely.
All right. Manny Gomez, thanks very much.